back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm really excited to share with you guys. I think I honestly found my new favorite thing to do. Thanks to shout out Alyssa Nicole. She has a YouTube channel. It's, I believe, Alyssa Nicole Budgets. I want to say, I know that's her Instagram, but first and foremost, let me just say I love her videos. I actually came across them a few days ago and they have literally inspired me to start monthly budgeting and doing the cash envelope system. If you guys don't know what that is, definitely check out her channel because she has a bunch of videos up. But yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to her because if I didn't come across her videos, I definitely wouldn't be doing any of this, any of what I'm doing right now, or I wouldn't be so excited to film this video for you guys. I think I'm gonna make a so-called video series, or like a series of these monthly budget videos, because again, she has literally inspired me and I came across her like 2 or 3 days ago. But I honestly, right as I started doing it, I fell in love with it, and I definitely don't have it perfect, that is for sure. So without further ado, let's get right on into this video. Monthly budgeting 101. So that is what this video is going to be. Figure out what your monthly budget is and how you break down all those numbers so you get the exact amount. So how to budget. This, honestly, I learned it from Alyssa in like a day, because I literally binge watched all of her videos because I fell in love with them because they were so much fun to watch, which is weird to say. But thanks to her, I think I finally found what I'm like passionate and excited about, which is really weird because I did not, again, think it was going to be budgeting. How to budget. So I just wrote down a little bit. I'm going to read it to you guys and I'll kind of explain a little bit more. So calculating the total income for the month. What that means is figuring out how many hours you worked in the whole entire month. So if you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, figure out how many hours it is that whole entire month. So let's see, I have an example. Let me grab, this is the planner I have. I want to get a new one once this one is done because it's literally at the end. So how I calculated my total income was I typically usually work 33 hours a week. I know it's not full-time, but hopefully I will be getting to more of a full-time position. It's just because I just started my job. I started off with 20 hours and they actually bumped me up to between 30 and 35, but my standard pretty much is 33 hours, and that's pretty typical for me now. So I figured out, I have my schedule until I get paid the 5th, so I figured out I would work 64 hours on that paycheck. So that would be $640 before tax. And how I figured out that was obviously you just take how many hours you worked times the amount you get paid. So I only get paid $10 an hour, which honestly I can't complain about it. So I took that $10 times 64, which again gets you $640, and then I pretty much estimated around 30 to 35 hours. So again, I did 33 hours for the 19th, which is my second pay of the month, and that's about $660 before tax. And then what you do is you just add both of your paychecks up together, and that will be your total amount for the month before taxes. Don't forget, you will have taxes coming out. You just add the $660 and the $640 is about $1,300, somewhere around there before taxes. So that's pretty much how you calculate the total income before taxes. Again, you just figure out how many hours you're going to work in your 2 weeks if you get paid bi-weekly, or however many hours you work in the month, and then you times that by how much you get paid, and then you'll get your total income before taxes. And then I'm just going to leave this open on my lap because I have a few things to read off for you guys. And then my next thing is to figure out how much tax comes out of each paycheck. So how you can figure that out is, what I did is I went online and I figured out what the percentages were for Illinois for federal income, your state, Social Security, and Medicare. So I have them written down here, but for me, my federal is 11%, my state is 4%, my Social Security is 6.2, and my Medicare is 1.45. So It's a little bit messy and sloppy just because I was doing it kind of fast, but I figured out that for my paycheck, don't do it all together, do it per paycheck. So I did my September 5th paycheck, which was before taxes $640, and then I took 11% of that $640, which is $70.40, and then again that $640, 4% of that, which is $25.6, again $640, 6.2% for Social Security, which breaks it down to $39.68, and then 1.4% for Medicare, which is $9.28. And just add all of those numbers together, and mine was about $144.96. So that's how much taxes they are gonna take out of my next paycheck. So I did 640 minus 144.96, and that brought my paycheck down to $495.04, give or take a little. That sounds about right. So that's the number I went off of, and then you're just gonna do that again with your next paycheck. So mine would be September 19th, so that's $660, and then you're gonna take all those percentages again, do them individually. For September 19th, my second paycheck of the month in September, my after tax is $510.50, and my original was $660. So then to get your total income, like I stated earlier, your total income after tax now, you just add whatever number you got for your first paycheck and then your second after tax, add those together, and again mine was $1,005.54. So that is going to be a very important number, so make sure you write that down because that's going to be your pretty much your what you budget off of. So we're going to go back to this sheet, and that's where you write income $1,005.54, or again however much you determined, which was going to be your monthly budget. What I like to do is figure out all the bills that I have to pay, which right now thankfully is not a lot. So I just have my phone bill, my credit card, gas, groceries, and spending. And then what I like to do after that is figure out how much each bill is. So for example, my phone bill is $67. So what you're gonna do, since you took both of your paychecks and you combine them together for your net pay, which again was $1,005.54, I'm gonna take half of 67, which is $33.50. So that's how much I'm gonna pull out of each paycheck, so I will be able to pay my phone bill, pay that $67 without taking it out of one paycheck and having it, you're kind of cushioning the blow a little bit. So instead of taking like $33.50, I'll probably do $32 and $34 to take out instead of taking that change out. And then my credit card, I'm only going to put $40 on my credit card. That way it's not a big chunk of money for me. So I usually just like to use that for gas, to fill up my car maybe once, or maybe buy a lunch or something like that. So I just put $40 on my credit card. So again, you're gonna take out $20 from your first paycheck and $20 from your second paycheck. So that equals that 40 by the end of the month. Again, it's pretty much all the same. You're gonna do half your first paycheck and half your second, but I'll just give you some examples. My gas, I designated $60, which again, you're gonna have to change depending on if your gas prices go up, go down, how far you have to drive, things like that, but you can kind of figure it out. The next thing I have is groceries. I designated $70 for that a month, breaking it down to about $35 per paycheck. And again, some of these you might have to figure out as you go, but for a starter, I just started with $70. And then I have my spending money, which again is whatever you want to buy yourself, or whatever extra little trinkets or anything that you might want or need. I gave myself $50 a month, which is about $25 a paycheck. And that's pretty much all the bills I have. I do have Spotify, but I'm canceling that because I'm going to use Tessa's because she's nice enough to let me use that. The next thing I have is sinking funds, which I explained a little bit earlier, which is going to be those wants, or those things that you've been wanting for a while, but you just realize you just don't have enough money for it. This is where you save up so you can buy those things that you want. So what I have is school savings, because I hopefully will be able to become debt-free one of these days. I'm about $7,000 in debt from college, so I figured for right now, just because we're close to Christmas, so I'm putting a little bit more money towards Christmas gifts and things like that, I'm just doing about $20 a month, which is only $10 a paycheck, but I figured $20 a month is better than nothing. And then I have my savings account, which is the biggest thing for me. I have $555.55 a month, which breaks it down to $277.75 a paycheck because I do want to move out by May. So my goal, I told myself a while ago, and I told my mom this, I will not move out until I have at least $5,000 saved up in my account. So this way, if I pay $277.75, if I put that into my savings account each paycheck, so each month gives you $555.55, I will have exactly $5,000 by May, which is so exciting. And I think that's what's like cool and exciting about this, is because you can see where you're going to end up if you stick with it, which is also very motivating and very, very exciting. I think that's why. Anyway, then I have gifts / Christmas because pretty much September, so I have September, October, November, pretty much 4 months until 3-4 months until I need to start buying gifts and stuff. So I did give this one a little bit more than the others. I gave it $100 a month, which is only about $50 a paycheck, but I figured at least $300-400 for Christmas is good enough. I mean, I don't spend a lot of money on people just because I know what they want, and like half the time it's nothing expensive, it's just the thought that counts. So I figured $100 a month, $50 a paycheck would be good for that. And then toiletries is things like makeup or tampons or anything like that that you don't necessarily need to buy every single month, but that you do need occasionally. So I just put $20 a month for that, which is $10 a paycheck. And then lastly, I do love traveling, and I thought I might as well start my travel fund now. So I just have $20 a month for that, which again breaks down to about $10 a paycheck. So that is my monthly budget for September, and I honestly can't wait to get paid so I can actually do this for the first time. I have not yet done this, but just having it written down and being able to figure out exactly how much money I need to pull out makes me excited, because then I don't have to stress over having to pay my phone bill and my credit card and getting gas all at the same time, and then being left with $30 for having to pull out from my savings, because honestly I hate touching my savings. When I put money in my savings, I like to act like I don't have it at all, so this I feel like is going to help me so much. So shout out to you, Alyssa. Thank you so much for sharing these helpful, great videos. This was my September budget of 2018, and so I'm just going to give you guys a little insight of what the next videos have to come. So again, I've talked about Alyssa so much in this video, but she makes these cute little envelopes. These aren't ones she made, but she does sell them on her Etsy. I can link it down below for you guys as well. But she showed us on one of her videos that she actually makes her own cash envelopes, and I think that's also what's exciting about this, is because if you're doing like cute stuff, it makes it more fun and more exciting, and you want to do it more. So I actually just went to the store today, and I went to Hobby Lobby, and I just bought these, but I'm not going to talk too much about them because I am going to film a video like Alyssa did. I by all means do not want to steal any of her work or anything like that, but I just think her videos are so great and that everyone deserves to see it. So she showed us how to make these, so I pretty much learned from her, so I'm not taking any of the credit, but I figured since she shared with you guys that I'm definitely going to ask her first, but if I can share how she made these, because they're honestly super easy, super simple, and they're super adorable. Like, let me just show you guys these, because they're super easy and pretty affordable. It literally cost me $4 to make these. That is about it for this video. Stay tuned to figure out when I'll be posting the next video on how to make these cute little envelopes in my new series of budgeting. Again, I know I said 1,000 times, but shout out to you, Alyssa, for telling me and showing me how to do this with your videos. They were awesome and amazing. Again, for you guys, I'll link her channel down below and her Etsy, so if you want, you guys can check her out. You can buy her cash money envelopes and things like that. But that is about it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.